Fiora, sliding forwards, hitting with the guaranteed riposte stun, and insta one-shotting with ult. Fantastic. Okay, Aatrox into Renekton. So Kratos chose this matchup in solo kill. Solo kill was damn...
Look, I have to... Coming out of draft, I kind of agree. But... And there's always, like, the Vietnamese fans always make jokes about, like, when they're doing poorly, they just want him to plug in the mouse and keyboard.
Right.
Which technically is legal.
Okay, so this is going to be Empowered W dive, trying to get the flag and drag. They do time it well with the flag. I don't think Kratos lives through this. That's a really clean dive. That's a very clean dive.
That was beautiful, yeah.
And I have to say, so Solo Kill is another kind of fairly developmental player. He did debut last year on the EDG Doom squad, which was the squad which did really badly. Almost every player has gone on to do better since leaving that squad. Solo Kill's one of them. He's actually a pretty good individual player. This is a really important dive opportunity. That's a good route. It cancels the Q, and the Q's really low cooldown. Oh, Shogun, what have you done, my son? Oh, Shogun. That is, I'm calling the single.
I mean, I was also like, I find the artistic style, and I think maybe not to the same level, but Black Myth Wukong was very much the same. Oh, that's passion.
I mean, that's karma laning. Hang on a second. They're turning it around pretty well. Leaf doesn't have summoners. Shogun's pretty low HP. Next Q kills, right? Trying to body block. They're trying to get some space behind it. Guri has flash. Might be flash. That's an awesome Q flash. Flash beyond the body block. First kill down there in the bot lane. Not the first kill. It was oh no, not again. I swear to God, Vikings, you should know your turret ranges by now. Yeah, and I think that's always been kind of epitomized in the way that the global community does have a pretty good read on this about VCS. It's like when they start because they were determined to pick up the extra kills they missed out on and then lose again. Sometimes they just double down on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Điểm using the realm warp does help the other side of the turret. Root lands. There's no follow-up damage. I think he actually probably shouldn't have taken that realm warp because Katu is heading the other way. Katu still has ult. Doesn't get to escape out of it.
I don't know where to go.
I think Điểm has. I think he has dead. He is still dead. So Shogun takes a head there, right? First kill of the game for him. That's not the worst thing ever. And now the problem is that there are actually two other waves being pushed in, so they're going to lose a wave. Well, no, Guri's picking up the wave bot lane. Weirdly, actually, didn't expect that. Oh dear. I don't think you're making it out of that one. It's a face check too far. Yeah, I
don't think we're beating the level 6 Renekton.
I mean, Cutsy's
here.
It turns out you do. You got a buddy in the back pocket. Okay, all right. I was not expecting that actually, but Guri gets the level up of that kill. He's getting a ton of XP. Guri's on a. Guri didn't even have a bad game. Real big potential grouped fight. Renekton doesn't have teleporters walking down. Dragon's probably gonna get taken before the Renekton's fully here. Realm Warp is coming in, secured by Shogun of all people. Aurora's not bad. Nico's pretty good in response though. One kill though onto the Java, and Guri gets out. Kratos comes in, maybe gets himself a reset. Renekton is not hit quick enough, and Kratos gets the reset. Flash in towards solo kill, gets himself a 4-man queue. That's not bad, but I don't think it's going to be enough to survive the fight, and indeed it isn't. Dermby's rise, legendary though it is not going to be enough to turn around the back end of this fight. Vikings on the objective first, NIP slow. You don't have a game plan which revolves around, okay, Azir with a Nash's juice, 3 grubs hitting a turret, just for example, right? Then it's much harder to hit that turret in the first place. Like, if you're against, say, a team like this with Vikings, right? Corki clears waves very quickly. Aurora does as well. It's pretty hard to actually hit the turret in the first place. So we might have another fight as the Herald went down. Like, misses the roots. That's not a great start. Shogun Valkyring out. I don't think they should fight there now. Now, trying to catch Kati, and does actually catch him on the teleport. Not bad. A bit mistimed on the ultimate, but it works out in the end. So that's 1 for none. Guri going in for the engage. Doesn't have his ult for a couple of seconds, so Kratos does it himself. Bit scrappy. Does get Rune Prison and knock up. Getting the damage onto Nio. Solo kill into the backline, but he's not that tanky right now. But tanky enough to take down the World Ender. Blastcone sends the team forward again. So it ends up being 2 for the Herald. Demolished. This is why I mean, in this case, you probably would have taken the turret anyway. But like, look how quick that is, right? If you do end up opening.
That's kind of why, like, you know, at times when they look good, they look really good, and you get to see glimpses of it even in this game, but they have a tendency to be a bit egregious. This is.
Yeah. So this is, occasionally, I think it's very cool to talk about, like, concept. Because you know you're fighting into enemy vision, you immediately make a play on the other side of the map where you know there's no vision because they must have put it on the other side. It's really cool. So if you very quickly to say, like, we're not fighting into that vision, let's make a play on the other side of the map. Sometimes you can cheat vision. Sometimes you get unlucky and they put down the wall anyway. Dragon was taken. Realm Warp to get into position to... Hang on a second. The turret's already gone. That's not a battle, actually, from Nightcat. Good to start off by taking down the Aatrox. Shogun, good damage. Solo kill flashing away from the Aurora turn back. So turret for Dragon and a kill.
I don't mind it, especially because it's mid-tower specifically. an avenue to punish. This objective is always the easiest way to win a game. You're behind, enemy team starts up Artican. Very slow to respond to it though, and they don't really have someone to walk in.
And, well, I mean, Guri might just try and get into Q flash ult. Hey, okay, he's gonna go for the flash. He's gotta go for the ult, right? He's stunned up with the Renekton, and the smite goes down before he can ult in. Kratos on the flank. Solo kill's gonna die. Nightcat's not a bad ult, but he's left alone. Aurora starts putting down the damage, and NIP, they're not in a great place for the fight. Guri still has flash. Kratos has the ultimate running. Cardi doing bits and pieces, but the damage isn't coming as quick and fast as they would like. The Ricochet's starting to rip through the team. As Leaf still has himself a flash and might be able to get some extra damage. The flash knocker from Nio takes down one. Extra damage coming from the Sivir. Kratos turning it around. Flash out of the W. Guri going back to the play. Derby spell flux is ridiculous. NIP walk away with a number of kills. Shogun can't finish it off, and a triple kill to Derby's legendary rise.
Oh, the Vikings, man.
Oh, that's a really good dunk. That's a really good dunk again. Silong doesn't have flash. Remember that trade of the flash for the ult early. I mean, this is a little far from Nio now. Okay, Silong makes it out. Okay, maybe we spoke too soon. Guri has the ult. That can be a kill. Oh, I mean, Leaf goes in 1v5 at the back end of that. Not sure about that one. Oh my god, it's before the dragon as well. They're going to give over the extra dragon. They get the Sivir and they get Nio. I mean, Derby's in the picture now, but doesn't Vikings just get a free run at... Wait, can they get Baron instead? Maybe they say screw the dragon. 20 seconds when you have an extra 25% value on it and you're 30 ahead. It's actually more like, you know, 4,000 gold ahead, actually, just from XP and the adaptive force you get. Kinda nuts, actually. Not all Atacans are created equal. A lot of squishy members. Winner of the next big fight gets Baron. Oh, that's not about Nio, my dude.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Great Nico ult, though. Great Nico ult. Dion be flashing forwards, try and get himself the extra damage. Solo kill gets into melee range. Kratos trying to get himself an extra bit of damage and disruption onto Derby. Won't find it. Silong will flash over the wall. The fight has gone, I believe, 2-1. Both junglers down, so no smites on the table.
Okay, Silong makes it out, but it costs him flash again.
It's off later game anyway. Just get a Lord Doms. Just get a Lord Doms, you know. It's better even against base armor. By the way, hello, TVC Gaming. Thanks. I am the premier Magi's builder in the world. Don't you worry about that. My whole thing, my whole shtick about Ahri is you're not playing Ahri if you don't have a Magi's, basically. But yeah, when you're on someone like this champion, which can just kind of run you, and then also, if you get Cloud Soul as well, like, it's going to be a blue bullet.
I mean, I think, like, Vikings were very much on the time of this game, and I think the timer ran out a good 5 minutes ago.
Ships in... It's ships in the night.
Both junglers have done it now.
Yeah. Look, we did praise Nio earlier and said, you know what, really like this guy in terms of a development prospect. Hope he...
Realm Warp's annoying to deal with. Oh, Kratos. Okay, well, that's his flash down.
Build. I know some of the logic is when you're behind build damage, but when you're a champion like Aatrox, oh, double dunk in. Some of the flashes are back up. Nightcap does miss the ultimate. Shogun, decent damage onto him, and that's the speed of the Rise. The Rise is so fast. Guri gets some CC onto him. Carti trying to do this work as well. Solo kill. Crocodile in the back line. Strikebreaker, 3-item Renekton carrying the late game fight. Ninjas stabbed in the back out of the shadows, and the Vikings fall by the wayside.
Yeah, what a great... I mean, it was a good way to navigate out of both of those ults, but then Shogun just gets caught on the side, and the second that the Rise finds him, even with the slow from the W, it's just...
I just realized if we had a team which were knights, we would have a full For Honor cast. We'd have Vikings, Ninja, which I guess are similar enough to Samurai in this case, and we would have Vikings. Incredible. Is that the most important thing we could be talking about right now? No. The Nexus is gone. NIP take game 1. Vikings. Valiant.